Okay, so I just bought a new camera and it's honestly not what you'd expect. It definitely wasn't on my radar until I saw a post by Theron. His Instagram handle is This Wild Idea. I'll pop it up on screen real quick so you guys can see it. I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen him or follow him already. So this is it, CamSnap Pro. Screen-free digital camera. Pretty minimal, nice packaging overall. 16 megapixel sensor, 4 customizable image filters, built-in flash, USB-C rechargeable, which you can also connect to the computer to get your photos off of here instead of taking the card out, which is nice. Comes with a 4 gig memory card, upgradable to 128, so I'll probably upgrade that so I don't have to worry about it. And then it gives you kind of the specs. So 16 megapixel f2.2, 1/3.016 inch sensor. And the best part about this minimal camera, no screen, no distractions, just photos. Let's just open this up, just take the sleeve off. Simple little box. Got some instructions on how to use it, and there's so little buttons, it's very simple. You've got the dial on the top, flash on the front, shutter button, pretty much it. You got your USB-C cable. So this is their new Pro version. They have the other ones, which are the CamSnap Originals. Those are more colorful. And this one has an improved sensor for picture quality and just overall, and built-in filters, which is pretty cool. So on the front of the camera here, this is the flash button. Feels like I have like 2 settings for flash. There's 2 clicks when I'm moving it, so it must be different settings for the flash. Here's your little eye hole where you look through. On the top, you have the shutter button right here, and you have the dial, which is set to off right now. And then you have the 4 filter modes. So when I click it to one of the filter modes, you hear the camera turns on, and then you filter through those. It beeps to let you know you're switching through them. On the back here, you have the number of photos that have been taken so far. Lights down here indicating the battery power. There's where you look through to take the photos. And again, no screen, no distractions, just very simple. Basically like the old classic disposable cameras that we used to play around with in like the early 2000s. So basically a newer, improved version of that, better quality, and we can connect it directly to the computer with the USB-C port on the bottom. This just has a little rubber cover over it, which comes right off. So you can charge it with there, and you can also transfer photos from there. There is a tiny little screw that was in the middle here. I was sitting here pushing this, and the thing would not open. So I took the screw out of the middle, and then it pops out no problem. So that screw goes straight into this gold spot, I guess, to secure it closed if you wanted to not have to worry about this. But this is where you access the SD card. And there's a couple more buttons inside that says mode, up and down. So I got to look into what those actually do, but a couple more buttons hidden in there. Most importantly, the SD card. That's all that really matters in this thing. So set your dial to whatever filter you want to do, and you're pretty much ready to take photos. It's a nice looking camera. It's got that vintage look to it. Super lightweight, like absolutely nothing. This is lighter than my phone. That's how light this thing is. But the big selling point of this is you have no screen on the back. You have a number to show you how many photos you've taken, but there is no screen here. So you can't even see what you've taken. They've basically taken the idea of film photography, put it in a small little digital camera like this, that you can just run around and take photos all day. And this was Theron's point, is that at the end of the day, you can review all the photos you've taken, and it's a nice little surprise because you have no idea how they even turned out throughout the day. So it's an inexpensive, fun little camera to carry on you, especially as a photographer. And if you're like me, like I'm an A-type, so all the cameras, all the gear I have, it's all very specific to certain uses and functions. So my big cameras obviously are for like professional stuff, for landscapes, things that require high resolution. If I'm just at events with like friends or family and kind of like informal type of things, like I don't really want to carry on like my Sony and have to worry about taking all these photos, and like it's going to take up so much memory space just because each photo is going to be 50 plus megabytes. So it adds up a lot for those smaller moments. that it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like these high resolution shots. It's more about just capturing memories. So that's where something like this comes into play, where I think my Sonys will be my primary cameras for video, for professional photos and landscapes. And this will be kind of my camera just for like those fun little informal things where I might want to take pictures and print them out later. Kind of like when we were younger, we had like, our parents did like photo books, and they would print out all the photos and they had them in these like massive books everywhere. But you know, there's something cool about that and having them printed out. So something like this that's only 16 megapixels for this. So I mean, my phone camera is probably better than this thing, but the point being is that it's another tool with a specific purpose, and it makes it more fun, because how many of us go around taking photos on our phones all day? You know, whatever you're doing for Instagram, or you're doing just because you're doing family shots, whatever. You take all these photos on your phone and they just sit in your camera roll, they go into your cloud, and then, you know, you don't ever do anything with it. It's nothing, it's just there, it's too convenient. So trying to switch my mindset a little bit from just taking photos on my phone all the time. This thing's super lightweight and easy to carry. It's small enough that I can just throw it in my pocket or bag. Some of them might not turn out that great, some of them might look cool, but you know, this is still going to be a lot more fun to shoot on because it's that traditional camera feel. You've got to be more intentional. You're looking through the viewfinder here, you've got a shutter, you've got different filters built in, so it's much more intentional shooting with this versus my phone, where I'm just firing off one shots and I just delete them as I want because I can see it on the screen. So I haven't even actually used this thing yet. I literally just got this. I just wanted to do like a quick first impression and unboxing, just to kind of get a feel for it, but I'll probably use it over the next couple days. And that's definitely one of the motivations for me to buy this too, is for an upcoming trip at the end of June to visit some family up north. So, you know, kind of perfect use case for this thing. So yeah, I'll definitely do another more formal video talking about kind of my experience using it and showing some examples of the photos and how they turned out. Just go a little bit more in depth on, you know, whether or not this thing is going to be good or not, and if it's going to be useful or if it's just gimmicky and cheap. So if anyone stayed around for this long in the video, they are doing a Memorial Day sale right now, so you can get $10 off. The full retail price on this thing is only $99. It's really not that expensive at all. And if you use code Jason Ogden, I'll put my code down. I'll put my name down below also, just in case you want to copy and paste it. You could save an extra $5 off. You should jump on it. You guys only got a couple days to save, so don't wait. Capture memories and have some fun shooting again, and keep your phone in your pocket, let it do its phone thing. Stay tuned for the full review one. Thanks, guys.